What's up, YouTube? This is Cthulhu Spawn here. I'm gonna do sort of a short game review. Um, I'm gonna review one of my favorite games of all time on the PC, and I think to some people it is one of the greatest games ever made for the PC, or just the series in general. But go figure. Um, Medieval 2: Total War. This game is probably one of the biggest strategy games I've ever played. It's just so epic and so large in what it does. And, um, its portrayal of medieval warfare. I will go, to make this quick, I will go over sections going from graphics to sound to story and then overall, good or score. Let's go with the graphics. Graphic wise, this game is beautiful. It looks great, especially on a very powerful PC. Um, though, if you have a low level PC, kind of a low powered, not a very good memory card PC, it's not gonna look as good. But even then, it looks pretty good. But when you have a really good graphics card, it looks amazing. Design, and it's not only the graphics of it, it's also the look. It looks very authentic. Most of the weapons and the armor and the tactics that most of your troops do, and their kind of reactions and stuff like that looks are really good, and they're really cool looking, and it's just a great, it looks great. Sound wise, it's pretty good. I mean, there's nothing really noticeable, no really good voice acting, no good acting at all. There's not much of that, which is fine. I mean, I don't care. Though, I do, I, I have said this before, I wish there was a story mode with the medieval games. I know Empire has one, and it's okay, but I would like a more detailed story or something like that. But that's just me. Um, and uh, then there's gameplay. Gameplay in this game is some of the best I've ever played in a strategy game. It's so enthralling. You will play this game for days, and you will not stop. The reason why is because it's addicting. Its addictiveness comes from how you use your troops and formations and where you're gonna go, where you're gonna fight, what are the conditions, who's your opponent. The possibilities are endless in this game. Any type of battle. If you and it gives you an option to conquer the known world, which is awesome. And I have done it before. Holy Roman Empire I've used, and I think England. Though I do have problems with this game. Two problems, in fact. First off, AI. The AI in this game is pretty good, but there are times when you get really frustrated. And it usually happens when you're playing a game or you're playing a campaign, and it's usually you usually fight a force smaller than you, and yet it will completely annihilate you if you auto fight, which I will get to first about that. Um that usually does not happen, but sometimes the game will kind of cheat, in my opinion, and make itself win to make itself feel better. No, it's maybe just a glitch, but yeah. And then there's another problem with the AI. There are times when your opponents will do sometimes stupid things, like, they will not, flank you. They won't do a bunch of stuff, but that's fine. Those are just flaws, but that's not a big deal. And there is one more problem. It depends on what kind of player you are with these games. If you're more of the kind of chess piece guy, doesn't like to do the actual fights, then you will be doing auto resolve a lot in this game. You will not see a lot of action, but if you like to get your hands dirty, you will see a lot of action with the going into the battlefield. I do sort of a 55% auto resolve and then a 45% of the time actually fighting, because most of the time you will not need to fight with your army. You will not need to control it, but there will be fights where you have to, and that's just common. And yeah, that's basically it. I highly recommend this game. I would get it. I would have to say it is a little better than Empire. Empire is a little bit of too of a graphics whore and demands too much from your PC. But if you have the hardware requirements, get Medieval. It's so good, and it's such a great game. Anyway, this is Cthulhu